Hey there, I want to do a quick tutorial and show you how to use the Ecwid site as a business to push orders to delivery drivers. So fundamentally, the way this works, Ecwid is an e-commerce site. You would normally create a web page that people would go on and order things. And in this case, we're going to make deliveries one of those things. If you are using this as a business where you do not do e-commerce, so you are a phone call style business, you're a restaurant that doesn't have any online ordering, what you will do is create your own web page, but you are the one that's going to order it. So you'll have two you'll have two web pages. You'll have your store management site that would be open if you had e-commerce, and then where you're going to enter that order is actually the page that normally your customers would see, but you're just going to create a quick storefront with one order in it, and that order is delivery. So you'll actually have both of those pages open at the same time. That gets a little bit confusing, but the order entry is through the web portal that would be your customers, and then the management of that order is on the business side, sort of in your page of Ecwid, which is how you manage sort of what's going on with the business. So there'll be two different things, and I'll show you how we sort of can manipulate each of those to be very user-friendly. So the first thing you would do is log into your Ecwid site, which you can see here, and this is what you'll get when you get into that. There's a dashboard here, and you can go and cruise around and look at how you would edit your website. Now, if you were building a complete website for your business, this is where you would go to edit that site. We're not going to mess around with too much of that now. We're just going to sort of put in a couple of things real quick to kind of make it your own, just show you how this site works. So let's say you wanted to change this headline and cover image here. You can look over on the side here and see that there's an image, and I'd like to pick one that's from my own business, and I'm going to pick this one here and upload it there. And okay, that'll change. And then I can also, I want to be sure and save that. I can go and change sort of what your business is. So we're doing MoveUP Deliveries. How do you spell deliveries? Okay, and then you can describe your business, and of course you can, write text other places, like if have somebody else write it if you're not a good writer. Have your marketing people sort that out for you. And of course you can just sort of copy and paste things in. That didn't work at all, but I'm still crafty enough to fix it. Resume business of their customer using local drivers. Don't know why it did all that. Okay, but you get what I mean. So now you can see that that's there. And again, save it. Okay. If you go to your control panel, you can actually preview what the website's going to look like, so you can see the changes you made show up there. But again, if you're just using this to do orders, you don't really need anything different, although if the page is open in your business and you just want it to look classy while you're sitting there putting in orders. Of course, in our current state, it's not like any of your customers are going to be there, but you can at least see that. So again, the web page, what we call the web page and what Ecwid calls a web page, is actually the order entry part. That's where you will order a delivery, and then on your Ecwid dashboard, your business page, that's where you will manage those orders as they are shipped. So when you're on the Ecwid site, you have the actual site that is your business site, and then you have the website part. And the website is where you would actually enter an order. So if you want to enter an order, even though you're in your business, received a phone call, here's an order I need to place, you still go to your website and shop, all right? And we would just enter a delivery order like this. Okay, now you can put the customer's email into this. I'm going to put my own email back into there. so that I will get notifications. This is the customer's email. So every time, when you update the order to whether it's ready to go or whether it's actually shipped or it's delivered, the customer is going to receive a notification. Okay. You could also, if you set your website up completely, you can check this and be able to kind of enter them into your own little newsletter, or have an ability to stay in touch with them. So then we just go to check out. Now, this is then the order in terms of where it's going to go. So the customer's name, and you need to be very careful about how you put the address in. So let's say we're doing a delivery to Lynchburg General Hospital, since it's Doctor's Day, and we're going to take care of our providers who are on the front lines dealing with the pandemic. So we put in 1901 Tate Springs Road, Lynchburg, Virginia, and I believe it's 24501. It is. You definitely want to be sure of the exact address. So 24501, and then we place the order. Okay. Now, as a business, when I go back to my sales, right, I see that I've got this new order. I see who it's going to. I see the email address, and it's awaiting processing. When you place an order, it will come in and say awaiting processing. If you wish to push that order then to the drivers, so this gives you time to prepare your sandwiches, do whatever you're doing, or if you need to go ahead and push that order and say that there is an order ready, you select shipped, and that notifies all of the drivers on the system that there is an order to be picked up at your location, and it will navigate them to that location. When they arrive, it will direct them to the place where it needs to be delivered. Let me show you how that looks on their app. So at this point, you would see, if you were a driver, you would see an indication that there is a delivery available. And when you accept that, you get this. It tells you where the delivery is to be picked up. And this, the map icon in the upper right corner will actually push you to the navigation system of that phone. You'll see that the arrived button is grayed out until the delivery driver is in 50 meters of the pickup point. This will not be available for them to say that they've arrived to get it. And I will, in a different video, I'll walk you through how all of that works as well. So it's a relatively straightforward process. If you have any questions, just shoot us an email and let us know. We're here to help out. I'll try to make sure that the interface is as easy for you to use as possible, and get your products out there and get them delivered to the people who need them. Thanks.